competition with Russia and China.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Sheen. Senator Fischer, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you both for being here today. I appreciate your service and the sacrifice and service of your families as well. General Geo, I've heard extensively from General Van Herk about a requirement for increased domain awareness, whether that's air domain awareness or undersea domain awareness. And I would encourage you, if confirmed, to make use of the unfunded priorities requirements list that's available to you so that you have that process to inform Congress of any capability gaps that you see in this area. You mentioned those earlier, that was something you would look into. So that's a tool that's available to you, and it's very helpful to us. Also, General, over the past few years, we've seen North Korea, Russia, China dramatically expand their nuclear arsenals and develop a wide range of missile systems capable of directly attacking the United States. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for our own defense capabilities, which are failing to keep pace with growing threats. Do you believe that the United States should continue to posture its homeland missile defense capabilities to stay ahead of the North Korean threat?
Yes, Senator, I do.
Should the United States consider adjusting its stated missile defense policy and allow for the possibility of defending against limited missile attacks from either Russia or China?
Senator, that policy, that would, as you stated, that would be a policy decision. But I do think that it's something we should look at based on what we're seeing in Ukraine and the way the Russians are using new weapon systems there, attacking civilian infrastructure. I think although the policy is set and has worked well for years, as our adversaries change their capabilities and the way they employ, I think our military should look at adapting and on a recurring basis assess the policy.
Thank you. You mentioned earlier about monitoring the gaps that exist in the authorities that you're given. Right at this point in time, do you believe that there are any additional authorities or capabilities that NORTHCOM or NORAD missile defense system need?
No, Senator, I don't see any gaps. My goal is just to make sure that due to my new status in the position, I don't let any authorities or gaps that are presently set develop due to the transition.
Okay. General Whiting, to what extent do you believe that space-based capabilities can contribute to our missile defense system?
Yeah, Senator, thank you for that question. They're absolutely vital. It is space that allows us to instantly look around the globe, watch for missile launches anywhere on the globe, and report that in real time to our national leadership. If confirmed, I would have the responsibility of providing that missile warning data to General Guillot so he could make an assessment of whether North America was under attack. So, ma'am, it's absolutely vital.
China tested in 2021 the fractional orbital bombardment system. Do you believe that we should explore the viability of such systems as a means of pacing new and novel threats that this country faces?
Senator, thank you for the question. Obviously, the Wu-14 fractional orbital bomb system is something we are very carefully watching, and we have to be able to track that from launch all the way through to potential impact. I think it's a matter of whether we believe such a system would fill any gaps that we have. That is not something I've looked at, but if confirmed, I would be happy to participate in that and provide my best military advice back.
In this setting, can you tell us the concerns that you may have with not just the abilities that Russia and China currently have, but the direction that they are headed that we are aware of, and how we are preparing to defend against that, to counter it?
Yes, Senator. Certainly, I mentioned that China in particular has rapidly increased their counter space capabilities, but we also see them making the rest of their military forces more space-enabled to be more precise and more lethal. So it's important that we as a nation have a range of capabilities where we can integrate intelligence, command and control, offense, defense, cyber, joint fires, to make sure that we can protect our joint force from those space-enabled capabilities that they're developing.
And they have dual-use platforms as well, correct?
That's correct, ma'am. We assume anything commercial is dual use from the PRC.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.